Wholesale changes for Andy Friend's Connacht, but he's looking for more of the same from his team.
Rob, let us know when you're ready.
It is, of course, their final game of the season, this abbreviated Pro14 season.
Okay.
It's almost a year since this season began. Sometimes it's difficult to refer to it as this season. It feels like a new season. There's plenty of new faces and head coaches, and there's a little bit of an autumnal chill in the air at the Aviva this evening as we get this latest Irish provincial derby underway. Scannell this time to O'Mahony.
Advantage, early drive, number 5.
That's another advantage.
One slide.
Clocking up the penalties early doors here. Dale Landay to his midfield partner Farrell.
Off feet.
Yeah, it's going to be another penalty. Conor Oliver, I think it was, on that occasion. They need to be careful here. Multiple penalties. Crossfield kick looking for Conway. So good in the air, but so solid under that was O'Halloran.
Number 7 off feet, slowing the ball. That's 4 penalties in 5 minutes. Off you go.
Yeah, I was thinking they've got to be very, very close.
Yeah, I've actually,
all in the 22.
I've actually counted 6 penalties, 3 from the line out, 3 from the breakdown. My maths might be incorrect, but we've discussed, didn't we, last week, the impact of the referee. It's not a new law, but it's a re-emphasis on the breakdown.
Yeah,
and from it,
tries off limited possession. Great take from O'Mahony.
Stay positive.
Hoisted high, and here they go. Here's the first try of the evening, surely. Munster. How many times have we seen them doing it? Drive over from the line out from close range. Chris Klutze, 8 minutes in, gets the first try against the 14 men of Connacht.
Well, it was certainly a 5-1 line-out, considering Masterson was on the bin. Interesting call, but look, there was no defence at all. Munster knew exactly what they're doing. Great body position, but look at that plucking. We mentioned him in commentary last week, time and again, his ability to line up. But Peter O'Mahony just soaring into the air, total confidence, one-handed catch.
Good start this from Munster, and they take advantage of the man advantage,
leading to this opportunity.
Good reach from Byrne as Klutze steps out of that and gives it straight into Dale Landay, and they're scampering across here. Connacht, they need to be quick. Good tackle, Sammy Arnold. But again, there's a breakdown infringement right in front of the posts. Frank Murphy is going to have a word. They've already got one player in the bin, Conor Oliver, remember.
We're not rolling away, right? You have a man in the bin. You're now on a warning. If I have another penalty in the next 20 minutes or so, someone will go to the bin. Speak to your players, sort it out.
And here comes the surge, the control from Stander. There comes the advantage. Penalty try. Straight under the sticks goes Frank Murphy. 14 points to 0. We've only played 15 minutes. But it's been a very impressive start.
It's very stats, Conor, obviously. He wants to get another 2 points on the stats board.
Leading point
you
scorer.
You can see there,
the
from a defensive
14.
point of view, you can see Papali'i there. He's not scrummaging at all. He's more concerned about defending, and that's a real problem. To find that balance as a back rower, when you know your scrum is going to backwards, and you know CJ Stander's going to pick to protect your prop, but also to protect your channel.
Cronin has come in for him, having missed out last week against Leinster. Cronin. Hanrahan took a little bit of a deflection one way and the next. That's good football from Conway. How about the hands? He's been denied by De Butler, who did well on the scramble defence. And Connacht were scrambling big time.
Not held, play on.
That's good from Caelan Blade. Used his pace around the fringes to get his team out of trouble then. Kick downfield, Conor Oliver chasing, backtracking his Hanrahan, and the safety of touch sought and found by the Munster fly half. Oh, it's good from O'Mahony, and this time they read it. So effective in that area, Peter O'Mahony. 2 or 3 turnovers in that position last week against Leinster, and Munster's line-out, as it usually is working pretty well. There's that man again.
He's gone. He's asleep. Away.
It's
Win, take them all away. Chris, don't go in. And Keith, come in.
Like there was an awful lot of options in midfield for Munster, but Conor Murray carried the ball what seemed an eternity and just allowed himself. Now that's very borderline in terms of height.
Yeah,
very, very borderline.
we'll definitely have a look at this.
Like he bear hugs him, he leads with his chest, he gets his arm around, but it's where his shoulder hits.
Ollie Hodges, by the way, is the television match official. Collision thereafter with Farrell certainly
the one,
didn't
Frank,
help.
that
That's the kind of whiplash
All right, you can
effect.
stop it rolling there and I'll talk through what I'm saying.
Okay, let's hear what Frank has to
So I
say.
can see A Green, upright tackle, poor tackle technique. From what I can see on the images, it's shoulder contact to the head with force,
Yep.
so it's a dangerous contact to the head. I'm thinking red card here at the moment, unless you've seen something else on it.
I'll just show you the point of contact one more time, Frank, to be certain.
Okay, you
So
tell me what the point of
if
contact
it's
is,
shoulder
you
on
can
head
clearly see-
with that level of
clearly see
force,
that
it's
it's a high
dangerous.
level of danger.
and
This
it
is
has to be
Frankie,
red,
yep.
if that's Frank Murphy's decision, which it seems to be. It's hard to argue.
Ollie, it's an upright tackle, it's a high tackle, and it's very dangerous. I'm on a red card for this.
Okay.
Okay, number 8 Green. It's an upright tackle. It's extremely dangerous. It's a red card. There you go.
Yeah, well, you heard every little bit of Frank Murphy's reasoning. Abraham Papali'i on his Connacht debut is shown a red card 25 minutes in. He made a massive impact in everything that he did, and then he made an illegal impact with the head neck area of Conor Murray, and he will play no further part of this game or this season.
I said before the game, for selfish reasons, I was really keen on Clute in a scrum half. Not unlike the line-out that brought Conor Murray into the high tackle.
Ball forward. That's one slide, not going forward.
And Scannell trundles on here. Now they go to ground. Real scrap forward in there. Connacht are going to get the decision.
Set. Stay square, one. Too much movement. Too much movement.
Scannell, they go quickly to tag Byrne now. Conor Murray flat to Dialende into Hanrahan. On the angle is Farrell. Conway ran the line for the quick pop off the floor. Ball didn't arrive. Connacht get the breakdown penalty.
Holding on.
Enforced as it seemed through injury. That's taken by Quinn Roux. And here is Bundy Aki, more often than not, offering himself at first receiver. Keelan Blade now. Daly was the decoy.
Off feet.
Arnold on that occasion in behind though to Fitzgerald, and Clute is over it.
Stop. Okay, we've got number 2 foul play, but we'll check it.
In these pictures that you're about to see, leading with the arm.
In the first instance, that Bundy Aki carry is exactly what the Connacht
next
Brayton
guy's
was doing.
play,
So he's
Yeah.
taking on that responsibility.
Yeah, I know the carry. So number 2.
So it's this phase coming up. There you go.
You got that?
Yeah, so what I've seen in that, you may as well show it this one more time just to be sure. That's probably not the best angle. I need to see him from behind. So yeah, it's the next one I know. This one's the one I
There
know,
it is.
so
Now this is going to
So
be
Ali-
interesting.
you can stop it there and correct me if I'm factual in here and saying that. It's a lead forearm, so it is foul play.
Yes.
It looks like to me he's made contact just on the sternum and then ridden up.
Frank, it's right on the neck.
They're telling me it's direct to the neck on him.
Yes.
So what we're looking at is another red card.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, number 2.
Yes.
Agreed. So we're all in agreement. Red card number 2, direct contact to the neck.
Yep.
Okay. It's a serious situation here, okay? You've led with the elbow. You've seen what you've done. You've gone direct to the neck. It's a red card offence. Stay there from the captain. Number 2, dangerous play. Captain. Okay. Referee. Stay in 9. No. Line it over. Stay up 3.
So Munster resume and O'Mahony takes, and here goes Scannell. There's another penalty advantage. I think it's against the tight head Robertson McCoy on that occasion. And there will be space and there will be holes for Munster to pick off now. Tadhg has a step. We've seen him do it before. Tom Daly was a speed bump in his progress. There's another penalty in there.
Straight off feet. Let's go.
And they go quickly because they've got numbers right. Farrell, he had Daly to his right hand side. It's another penalty. Not back 10.
That's a quality from the Connacht open side.
No hands.
Niall Scannell. Munster's seeking out that third try before half-time.
They've huge numbers out wide.
Only a matter of time, surely, if they can work it. Hanrahan now, as he spotted a little gap through the traffic. Screaming for it on the far side is Peter O'Mahony. Lockman fancies it and he's got in. And they do have the third try. We're a long way from 80 minutes here, but it seems like semi-final in 5 days' time in the offing.
Yeah, Connacht had an argument there that there was a bit of leading blocking. And you could hear the squelching, screaming from the Connacht players, but Frank Murphy said, no way, play on. Just a subtle adjustment from a Munster point of view. They're still playing that one-out rugby, even though they're playing against 13 players.
No problems whatsoever for JJ Hanrahan, adjusting. And again, it's Bundy Aki. There's a Munster hand in there. It's Quinn Rue who takes it on. Stander over the ball. It's slow coming back to Keelan Blade. We're over the 40 minutes.
All green players.
I'd love to know what they've been doing in the off-season, if you like, in practicing this breakdown stuff. There's so many of them are so good at night. Scanlon is one, he's right there in it.
Sammy Arnold hit hard by Lockman and Ryan. Blade, no space at all in there. That's Daly coming across on a good angle, trying to take it at full tilt into some heavy Munster traffic now. Sammy Arnold, as ever, quite direct in his approach. Better clear out that time.
It's Stander again. It's outrageous how often he's getting to that. Just watching the ball carrier being tackled.
Oh, come early night.
He'll earn his money at half-time to try and sort this out. The scrum cap of Johnny Murphy is conceding an impressive mullet.
Advantage, side entry, number 5.
Probably this time against Tadhg.
Advantage.
Here's another advantage. Limited options out wide, of course. Tom Daly is offering one for a crossfield kick, but they're a long way from that just at the moment.
Hands, please. Stay there, Munster.
And can they get something on the stretch potentially from Niall Murray?
Okay. Captain.
We're going to the pocket again. Multicoloured cards, 2 yellows and 2 reds. Peter O'Mahony will see out the rest of this half and the start of the next one in the sin bin.
Lord, stay positive 5.
An opportunity here with a little bit of forward momentum. Oh, ball goes loose. Quinn Rue tries to fall on it. Niall Scannell is in there. It's going to be another penalty against Conor Murray, but he did Frank Murphy's calls. Bundy Aki.
Well, he cannot do it by himself. He was facing 6 red jerseys. That he just simply can't make it there.
Stay.
No, he steamrolled 2 or 3 Ulstermen last week, notably in Madigan, but there was 4 or 5, half a dozen maybe Munstermen. No opportunity here. Sammy Arnold.
Release 8.
Blade now. It's going to be, well, he thought about Bundy Aki again. Instead he goes to Johnny Murphy. And they drive over here. Now, did they ground that? Frank Murphy, on-field decision, he's in no doubt.
No, his assistant is shaking head.
On-field decision was try, which I awarded. But John thinks it might be knocked on before he went.
Okay, just confirm on-field decision try. I'll check for
on-field decision is try. That was the bust from Murphy, which was close. In comes Quinn Rue then. Whoop, nope.
Try.
It's been that kind of half for Connacht, really, hasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, but at the first remove,
the
absence of Peter Manny just shows you like that.
Ball.
So So Murray takes.
That's once, 9.
The challenge for Connacht is down to 13 numbers. They've no real option because they've no numbers in attack. So either this maul works or it doesn't, but they don't have an attacking option out in the backs.
Use it, 9.
Nah, Johnny Murphy, off he goes. Oh, it's been pinched. Illegally, Tagburn though. Oh, goodness me. Really?
Yellow card.
So we've had 3 yellows and 2 reds. I make that a flush. We've had 26 penalties.
And 26 players on the pitch.
So we'll try and go through the middle from Niall Murray again.
He's lining up and he's
demanding of his charges.
Bundy Aki, that is, and there's 3 Munster players facing him.
Conor Murray, Andrew Conway, and here he comes tight on the angle, and they won't. Well, have they stopped him? No, they haven't.
It's a one-man show, Conor, isn't it?
Yeah.
To number 8 off the scrum, and we can see it on the TV. You can't, but we can see it. He was out here calling for the ball. His scrum half had only one intention, to give it to him, but to convert a 1-on-4 and get a try off that is some power from Bundy Aki.
Frank Murphy well positioned in the end.
Let's go back, guys. Go back. Go back. They didn't move forward or backwards. You can't charge this, lads. You can't charge it.
I don't remember a game like this.
It's bizarre, isn't it?
It is.
Thankfully, I have a packed lunch in my bag here. I can go to it half time.
So Conor Fitzgerald converts the Bundy Aki try, and the 13 aside at the moment anyway will go into the sheds with Munster leading by 21 points to 7. Red cards for Shane Delahunt and Abraham Papali'i on his debut, and 3 further yellows and almost 30 penalties. It's been quite a 40 minutes or so at the Aviva. And a penny for the thoughts of Andy Friend at halftime and what kind of team talk he will have had with his team after a ill-disciplined first half, the like of which we've not seen in quite some time.
Okay.
Hard to get much of a read on the first half, really. It just descended into something quite close to farce after about 15 or 20 minutes, and the opening 10 or 15 were very, very bright, particularly from a Munster point of view. Let's get some rhythm back into the game potentially here with Shane Daly. So Cronin and Archer in, Scannell with the line out, and it's won by Wycherley. And this time it's Munster's opportunity to make some progress. A lot of traffic there. Conor Murray now to pop one out to Keith Earls, and he's done it again. Keith Earls needs no space whatsoever, and in real time that looked pretty good from up here. Has he dotted down in exactly the same spot?
That's going to have a split screen, I think, Conor.
Well, let's see. Does he get the ball down before his trailing leg goes into touch?
I think his left leg is okay because it's up in the air.
Right here,
oh yes, touch.
No try.
This is right leg
Right
catches it, isn't it?
Keith Earls looks to make immediate amends for what he will classify as a missed opportunity just a few moments ago. Oh, Tagburn's in here. Took that really, really well. Flat pass, almost caught it behind him and straight through the gap.
Ball carrier, but both of them could have offered, and the Connacht jerseys just simply got bamboozled by the options and a hole. He won't score many easier, but that's not an easy ball for him to catch. He right on the gain line in heavy traffic, catches the ball and delighted with his return. Pretty decent performance from Tagburn.
Yep. And the extra is added by JJ Hanrahan. There is down there now Hanrahan and Dealande, of whom we've seen not a lot of in an attacking sense. Here goes Farrell, his midfield partner. Burns already got one. We might see Dealande now. Has he got a run for the line? Oh, and he offloads to Conway, and Munster go virtually the full length of the pitch some lovely awareness and continuity and support play. And in the end, they just pass it to the arch poacher and finisher Andrew Conway for his 45th try.
Well, you expect someone with Andrew Conway's competitiveness. You can see on the screen, look at the blue helmet of Tyke Byrne. Look at him trailing the whole way. That's what's especially good from the coaching point of view, to have a second row who's so comfortable out in the open spaces, getting hands on the ball and keeping continuity. But look at the hunger from Andrew Conway, running all the way, hoping that it might come his way. I think Dale Landay could have scored the try 4 or 5 times if he wanted.
I was going to say twice anyway, at least, yeah. Maybe didn't fancy Sammy Arnold, but even coming back on the inside, unselfish play from the Springbok. Ian O'Brien here.
Stay.
Numbers.
Shackles off here now, open country.
Deliberate knock on.
And they go quickly again. Shane Daly will have to be quick to get up in support of him or risk turning it over. Johnny Murphy was in there. Munster arrived just in time. Keith Earls.
Roll.
Hanrahan pulling the strings, looking for Conway here. Is he going to get another one? Meat and drink for a player like Andrew Conway.
Thanks,
2 in a couple of minutes for Munster's right winger. 3 tries in quick succession.
And ironically, Munster have had like he's relentless, isn't he? He just never quits. Now, did he get the ball touched down? Right at the very end, maybe. But he must be, pound for pound, the most competitive player in Irish rugby. Possibly with the exception of the other winger in Keith Earls.
Yeah. And at times that's the essence.
To utilise their back 3. But there's hints of it in the last 2 games.
And he caught that one really well, did JJ Hanrahan.
Yeah, I'd be interested to know what his coach thinks, what's his best position.
A couple of Ireland caps to his name. Jack O'Donoghue, 26 now, the Waterford man. De La Salle and Waterford as Munster go trundling on here, very, very close. They're over the try line. Down they go.
Up and away.
And who is the last man up? I think it's James Cronin, is it? Yep, certainly is.
That's pretty nice, isn't it? Listen, I'm going to sit back in the pocket here, lads. You do a bit of the work up there in the engine room. You can see both Munster centres in there. At times they seem more comfortable in around that type of an environment, and that's the challenge, I suppose, for Munster as they evolve to the higher levels. Is how, one of the questions you posed, how can you get more from Keith Earls and Andrew Conway? And the secret of that is the quick recycle ball, the role JJ Hanrahan plays in that, and then the midfield.
Kearns into Daly. Carried by Quinn Roux. Quick ball. Dean now dinks one over the top. Here's Bundy Aki. Oh, he's around the outside. Bundy Aki for the try line. Keith Earls in chase.
He's gone out.
Earls stops his man. Conor Oliver takes it on. Great tackle, Keith Earls. Bundy Aki almost in again. Try against his former team. And they might just get one here with Murphy. In goes Johnny Murphy.
Well, it's been in a one-man show, hasn't it, with Bundy Aki? He is just fighting every square inch of the pitch. This is quality play from him. But look at Keith Earls, never say die. Not only does he bring him down, he locks on the ball as well, prevents a quick recycle to allow Connacht to really manufacture an opportunity. But then this ultimate bounce pass that gets out to the sub-hooker, Johnny Murphy. But hasn't Aki just been incredible?
Yeah. Not to be from right out on that touchline. Sammy Arnold. Final minute of the game. And Conway on the outside of Blade, and now Kearns as well.
Forward.
Right on 80 minutes, and the shrill and final blast of the afternoon from the much-used whistle of Frank Murphy, but it is job done for Tadhg Byrne and his Munster teammates. Johan van Graan's team will go to a Pro 14 semi-final against the defending champions Leinster. It will be red against blue at the semi-final stage for the third season in a row. 7 tries in the end against the 13 men of Connacht. It's been comprehensive, it's been emphatic, it's been relatively straightforward, and at times it was frustrating, but it's job done from a Munster point of view. They defeat Connacht by 49 points to 12.